Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a Tycoon Transport Let's Play. This is the start of the series. A couple of months ago I saw a post on Reddit how to make this game more enjoyable. So basically I wanted to respond to that guy with a comment saying what settings I'm playing with. But basically I'm gonna do a Let's Play just to showcase maybe he wants to see how I'm doing. So just a couple of changes that I did in the settings area in order to make the game a little bit more enjoyable. I turned off the disasters and vehicle breakdowns because it's just unrealistic. It can jam up your entire network just because, you know, one truck or one train has issues, and this is not the case in reality. I mean, you can have, you know, issues for a day or so, but you can jam it up for months if something happens. So I don't like that, and I just turned it off for goodness sake. Word generation, let's see, road layout for new towns, 3x3 grid, industry density, funding only, so you start with no industry. That's the hard part of the game. And another thing, proportion of towns that will become cities. We can even crank up 1 and 3 just to make it a little bit harder. Disasters, accidents, yeah, we already talked about that. Limitations, you also wanna well, I put this, vehicles in airports never expire. I like that setting. Maybe you know, you never know. Again, this maximum station spread, 30 tiles, and this has a little bit of synergy with another setting, which I think is on the world generation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. No. Where is it? So 30 tiles. Well, the idea is, oh yeah, with the feeder systems. The idea is, I don't want to use the feeder systems just because it's stupid, I know, but just because it's a lot of work to do to fit the systems, I just use this maximum station spread, and you will see that in conjunction with this setting, allow joining station not directly adjacent. You can do like you'll be able to mimic reality more, and that makes the game more enjoyable. And you'll see what I mean when we're gonna start making some trains. Alright, so what else? Default setting profile easy. I don't know what this is. We don't want to deal with that. Oh, competitors. We're not interested in those. Towns growth speed very fast. This is very important with the settings we're playing. That they will grow very fast, because the only profit you will be able to make at the beginning of the game is from passengers in email and mail, not email. So you are going to want this. You'll see what I mean. We're gonna play on the hardest template, which is subtropical, and we're gonna just start with the random map. We're not gonna play any scenario or something like that. Terrain type, yeah, flat is good. Variety distribution medium, freeform. Number of industries, again, funding only, and number of towns very low. So you want little opportunities of profit in the early game, and kind of build up to make, let's generate it here, kind of build up to where the whole map is filled with transportation systems. You'll need to put the industry by yourself, and if you look at Fun New Industry, you realize that if you want to grow a town into the desert, you need 7 million pounds, and another additional 6 million and 400, and also $800,000. So it's impossible to start with industry. You will want to start definitely with some passenger and mail transports. So music first of all. Let's turn it just, I don't know, I really can't hear myself talking, so alright. Well, first thing I want to look at is just, I thought I did. Alright, so first thing I want to do is just to look at a map. The names are, by the way, Romanian, because I'm from Romania, if you didn't figure that out. So we do have some towns that can actually grow. We have here Victoria. Town is not growing, but will. Suceava. This guy needs water and food, so we don't wanna look at that right now. I think this guy can also grow. Yes, perfect. So they're pretty much close together. I mean, at some point they will even join, I'm pretty sure. Sovata and Victoria. What about this? Fetești. Yep, this is already growing, so this must be one of the cities that will grow faster. One of the three, right? This guy doesn't. Okay, so in the northern side we have 3 cities that can grow. This doesn't seem... They need to be near water, that's the only thing they need. And this is too far away, right? So you have a river here, but it's too far away. We need to send them food and water. So 3 cities there. What about this one? Ah, so close, but not close enough. I think this one is fine. Yes, this one is also fine. So this is the 5th city that we can grow. This is the 6th, the 6th one, and yeah, I think that's it. 6 cities. Okay, so what we want to do here is develop. We're gonna start basically with some road vehicles, and the best way to make the cities grow, and you know, it won't be much of a profit, but it will work for what we want. How do I want this station? By the way, just to make just so you understand what I'm doing here. Basically, if you look at the coverage area highlight, you see that I'm covering almost 4 squares, right? And with this one, I'm covering the other 4 squares. So I'm gonna put, let's do this like a tutorial here. I'm gonna put a bus, MPS Regal bus. That's just gonna do this continuously. It's not gonna make a lot of money, but we will have a lot of passengers here, and that means that the town will grow faster, just because this is moving continuously between these 2 things. So the ratings will be also good and all that, just because the town isn't very big. So we're gonna do that in next month, April. Yeah, it's already growing. 19 days, passenger last month only 4, but this will change, it will grow. So we're gonna do that in all our cities that can grow. That's the first thing I want to do in this game. And yeah, I think this is decent. This business doesn't matter that much. This is not what will make money to us. We're gonna make money with trains. Oh yeah, that's the fun part. Doing the whole train system. I think it's the best thing in Tycoon, and I think everybody, sorry, everybody enjoys that. So let's do another vehicle here. Oh, and another thing that I really like about this mod, this just let me finish up this dude, is that you can make groups, right? So we don't care about that now, but you'll see how handy it will be into the future. Just because when the time passes and you'll get new technologies and new trains and new tracks, it will be really handy when you want to change your train network and such. And also with the airplanes, how you set them up so they're profitable, because as I said, with property maintenance you will pay a lot, really a lot, with your airports, and you have to make them profitable. What about this, guys? So we're going to do this and this. Alright, so let's see. We ain't gonna do really that much this episode, I'm pretty sure, just because it's an early game. And then also a nice feature is that we can fast forward, so we can actually see real time how our cities will grow. So we did that. We also want to do this. This towns here will grow super fast, so we gotta be careful with that. The reason why we gotta be careful is that we want the train station to be in a good spot, right? So I think we covered it up. We have 6 buses that are not making us any money. Let's, by the way, turn this back on. Alright. So, yeah, just for the heck of it. Oh, by the way, another thing. Just because loan interest is mostly the biggest concern in terms of cost, you want to repay all your loan, because there's nothing else that we can do now in the world unless we want to go and make some buses into Borsec, but this town needs water and food to grow, so I don't really want to deal with that right now. And we also have Slatina, so we have a couple of towns with 2,000. We can also do a train that's more or less profitable between, for example, Slatina and Borsec. It's a really good route. It's decently spaced away so that we would make a lot of money. But what I'm trying to do here is to set up already for the late game. So just because it will take us a pretty long time until we can get industry and start growing these desert towns, we will just focus on the towns that are on water, because they will grow pretty quickly. Actually, let's do a test. We also are curious to see what's happening here, and also at the money. So we don't want to go into minus here, but we can still loan another 250 quid, so 1,000 pounds, let's say like that. But as you can see, my road vehicle income doesn't cover up all my loan interest, but this is a little bit off. We will need to see that into the new and improved year. Also, my towns will grow. Well, Botoshan is already at what is this, 1600, and of course this guy is growing too every 9 days, so cities are growing fast every 36 days, just because it's this is like a village, a small village. It will grow a little bit slower. 36 days. Yeah. And this guy is also 36. I don't know what's with the northern region. Yeah, 36. I don't know, maybe the buses is the problem. But yeah, we fast forwarded this year and we're actually doing minus 900s. So we can, actually borrow 10,000 back. But I'm not interested in that. As you can see, we paid less in loan as well. I'm pretty sure we will go minus just a little bit, but I'm not worried about that, because as the cities will grow, we'll make more and more with our buses. And we can even put another bus in Botoshan, which has already 2000 people in it. So, well, if we look at this, yeah, we can do another bus here, which will grant us 1,000 per year at least. So, yeah, probably. And that will cover up the cost, definitely. But I don't think it's that much of a big deal. This year should be even better than last one. So the next thing we want to do is just to look at the map and see, by the way, what kind of trains do we have available? Trains? Yeah, it's only this guy, 88 kilometers per hour. It's a little bit slow for my taste, and this, no. And they're pretty cheap too, 24,000, that's nothing basically. I'll tell you what will not be cheap. Will not be cheap, the basically the railway and the station and all that. That's gonna be tough. But you know, just to get an idea of what we're trying to do, let's look at the map. Oh, this doesn't help. So we want a train station from Regin or from Botoshan. Probably from Botoshan into Sovata or even into Fetești. I don't know. Maybe we can do it like this. Regin to Botoshan, from Botoshan to Sovata, and from Sovata to Fetești. I think that would be a better idea. Yeah. And then we can connect here and probably here. No, probably here because, well, no. What do I do with this? What do I do with you, Babadag? I don't think I'm gonna do a train station in Babadag. I'm gonna go straight for airport when time will come. Alright, Regin. Yeah, this guy is growing pretty fast. I like that. So let's start planning up the train stations. Yeah. Oh, we don't have enough cash. Alright, but I think here we will have the train station. Yeah. And at Botoshan, probably facing this direction, just because we will have city over here at some point. So maybe like even here somewhere. We're gonna come with the railway like that, or maybe even like this, something like this, to be able to make some tunnels in the late game. Just so that we can allow the cities to grow. And then we're gonna go this direction up to Sovata. No, this is too small. We need to wait a little bit on Sovata. What about Victoria? Victoria seems a little bit better. So we're gonna do first round will be Regin to Botoshan to Victoria. But what I'm gonna do now is just fast forward it a little bit on camera. I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna wait for the cities to grow a little bit. It's October 7th, 1957. So as soon as the cities will be big enough, like this is big enough, but I want both cities to be big enough. So at least if we can get 1,000 on Victoria, that would be a little bit better. So I'm gonna do this off camera, and we're gonna be back when we're ready to build some trains. Alright, welcome back. Well guys, we're getting pretty close to the end of this first episode in Tycoon. And the music stopped. Why does the music stop? I don't know. Oh, it didn't stop. I removed it from here. Haha. Yeah, because I wanted to see what I did so far on the recording. So I don't think we have time for trains on this episode, but what we do have time for is, as I told you at the beginning, the subsidy is ×4. Or I didn't told you at the beginning. No, that was another thing. But the subsidy is ×4 because I don't use it that much. So when I use it, I want to feel it. I want to really feel it. Mail, it's not really that profitable. So we're gonna do the passengers from Roșiori de Vede to Timișoara. And believe it or not, we can actually do train, a really small train here, and just sell it at a later stage. Yeah, just as a test. Like, what does this do? No. So what we want here is basically a quick route between these two cities that will bring us a lot of money in a short amount of time. This is fine, and you'll see why. So I think we can showcase why we are using the settings as we are using it. So since we can do adjacent, we can do stations that are not adjacent to be the same thing. So for example, if I put a bus station here, I can connect it to Timișoara Heights, and it will also use the coverage area from this bus station, right? So of course we're gonna delete that, but and here is where it comes really handy, we can do this. So now, like in reality, when you put in a train station, all of the guys from the city will come to the train station, of course. Because normally in Tycoon, what you have, you do what you can call it, a station here, and there's only one guy in the city that can travel with this train. I mean, isn't that a little bit off? It doesn't seem real. So that's why I'm using these settings. So it kind of makes it a little bit nicer and, you know, more enjoyable to play, basically. And as I said, you cannot do this. You can do it differently if you want, which is to put a bus station in each one of these, build some buses and transfer them to Timișoara Heights. Then a train comes and goes here. I don't know, I don't like that. I think it's really tedious to do that, and it doesn't allow you to focus on really cool stuff that this game has to offer. And yeah, it just doesn't make the game enjoyable. That's the thing, and you want to have fun when you're playing this game. So if you really need a story behind it, just think of it as these are just train station for airport bus or whatever that you can find in every big city. And sometimes the buses are private, right? So we're gonna use the private buses. This is like a national company that we're doing here. Passengers from Roșiori de Vede to Timișoara. Alright, so what kind of trains? We're gonna do the wheelies. We're paying a lot of rent now, so let's do this quickly. Just for not a lot of interest, I wanted to say. We're gonna do full load the first time. Yeah. By the way, this will expire in March. Well, we gotta be careful, right? I don't think we can afford a full load. Oh yeah, we can. So yeah, let's repay our money back and see what this guy does. Things are improving also on the buses. I should really start articulating those words. Sorry, I'm not a native English speaker, so I might do some grammar mistakes. So yeah, whatever. If you really want to, you can post them into the comment section. I don't really care. All right. So how much? Let's do a number. 15,000. Nah, just 10,000. Okay, so 10,000. That means that on a normal basis it will do about 2,500, which is not much. So this train normally wouldn't be profitable, but just because we have this subsidy, we're gonna use it. These towns cannot grow. That's another thing that we need to be careful of. So yeah, but we're gonna leave it at least for a year, and next time, hopefully on the next episode, our towns here will be large enough. Regin is, Botoshan is almost to 3,000. That's super cool. But we're also waiting for Victoria, which is almost there. Sovata is growing too, and Fetesh is growing. Good, so it's a good start. I think it's a good start. So next time, by the way, let's since it's the first episode, let's talk a little bit about the project we're trying to do here. So my goal is to be able to supply food and water to all of the cities so that I can allow them grow, and to set the passenger mail transport system that would get you from anywhere to everywhere, to anywhere, to everybody, to everything. You know, of course you can't do that, because I'm not going to make 2 train stations, one in Petroșani and one in Hunedoara, just because they're too close together. As I said it earlier for Babadag, I'm not going to do a train station here, but I'm going to do an airport maybe, right? So that's basically what we want to do. I think it will look great at the end, because there's not that many cities that can grow at this point, so we will have basically a large impact on how this map will develop. Also, since we do have a cool water network here, I think we might be able to use all of the you know, all of the vehicles that we can in this game. We're gonna start with buses, of course, then we're gonna move to trains and try to set up a train system. Then later in the game, I think we will start using again trucks, just to set up a cool food water supply for the cities that need that. And later, at later stages in the game, where money won't be an issue, which is gonna be a lot. I mean, we need a lot of money to start this map and really do what we want. And that's the main challenge, basically. If you don't have industry, so you need to make something profitable out of nowhere. That's basically the difficult part and the challenging part. Another thing is to create the system that really at least try to mimic reality, as you envision a transportation system. Because if you really are going only for the money and not for the system itself, you can just set up a huge ass station in Botoșani and another huge ass station here, and just send trains between these two, because it will be the most profitable route, because it's the biggest. Well, yeah, because we do have some money here, some people here, and you just have one railway that will give you all the money. But we don't want that. As I said, my goal is to try to transport everyone from anywhere to anyone, from everywhere to everywhere. But alright, I think this is good for the end of the episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gonna play a little bit of camera. It's April 11th, 59. We'll see when we get back. We'll probably be around 60 something. We're gonna have enough to start working on that train system. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoy it. See you on the next one. Bye bye.